Into 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer and 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creecat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK-FM for 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean, so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air,
And Electrical.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GG Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GG Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gglandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown returns to Lincoln, January 12th, 6:45 p.m. Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Let's go down right now.
Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, The Street Profits, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Carlito, and more. It's WWE Friday Night SmackDown in Lincoln, January 12th. Tickets start at $25 and on sale this Friday. Ticketmaster.
Chances are you're a busy person. Chances are you'd rather not drive down to Beatrice for your favorite desserts. Chances are you'd really benefit from a Lincoln location for all of your fruitcake, liqueur cake, and breakfast bread needs. Insert Beatrice Bakery in downtown Lincoln, 1040 O Street, the new 93.7 The Ticket Studio. Just grab a cake out of the cooler, pay at the counter, and you're headed home with a delicious, fruity, nutty, decadent treat of your choice. Beatrice Bakery, online at beatricebakery.com or now in downtown Lincoln at 1040 O Street.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Your Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome in to the Ahman Green Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame.
Pass to Green. And the Vikings territory finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska sports coach. Here is your host, Ahman Green.
Welcome into the show. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Welcome to the Ahman Green Show. Got my man Harrison to my right here on the ones and twos. How you doing, Harrison?
Doing good. We got some NBA rolling along here. My Bulls aren't doing great, but we're getting to that point in the season. I mean, Nebraska's 5-3 headed to the woodshed.
this weekend, 11 a.m. kickoff, and we got the pregame show early, 8 a.m. is when it starts. But yeah, it's just an exciting time. We were talking about it on Sunday. What are some of the best months? Like, if you can only pick one month to watch sports, right? What month are you picking? And obviously, I won't pick this month, but it is a question of like, man, what is that best month? We're kind of getting to that sweet spot. I always pick March because I just need March Madness.
Right.
But if you're a football guy, you might be thinking November.
I'm thinking like I'm a sports fan. So right now, I would say about 2 weeks ago, because you still have baseball playing.
Yeah.
And then you have basketball playing preseason. The regular season is here now. And then you have NFL, NCAA football full go, but then volleyball here in the state of Nebraska and all over the college landscape there. And so that is something for me as a sports fan. And really, as a sports fan as I am, I'm international. So it's no off-season for me.
So you'll be catching some Premier League,
rugby, a little cricket.
That's all right. Forget about your rugby background.
Yeah, a little cricket. Oh my, the cricket guy is legit.
I need to get into that because when I watch those sporting highlights of any cricket match, they go crazy.
Yeah,
and it looks pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, they're making decent money over there. They're making 6-7 figures.
Isn't that like India? Isn't that
that's where it's big at? Yeah, but they play it all over Europe, all over Europe, parts of Africa, maybe South America, but definitely everything across the Atlantic is playing. It has a pro cricket team that then eventually ends up in India for like a Super Bowl, and in terms of international competition. And I'm not sure if it's in the Olympics, but maybe I'm not 100%. I don't think obviously it's not popular here, but it's played here. For people that is a part of their culture and maybe want to even get into play. But it's baseball. Simple as put it, baseball without gloves. No gloves for the catcher. No gloves for the outfilders or infielders, which is both. There's catchers and outfielders.
What's behind the base?
So it's a wicket.
Okay.
So the base, the home plate is a wicket stand that has these 3 wood sticks standing up, and they like balance it on like a little, I say, wood bottom, and then the 3 sticks go into there, and they balance these little. I can't think. It's a name they use them. I can't think of the name right now, but there's 3 of them along with the 3 wooden sticks, and then it's the pitcher's job to try to obviously hit the sticks. It's the batter's job to defend it by swinging the bat to knock the ball out of the park or into the infield. And then in cricket, once you hit it, you can run back and forth as many times as you want, and that's points. That's why if you see a cricket score, it's like 90-something to 50.
Yeah,
because you just keep running until the ball gets in, and it's not really a direct tag, but you can keep running until the ball gets back into the pitcher, and then you want to try to scoot it onto the wicket area again, so you're safe, basically. But it's like maybe a spindle or something. I know you're looking for it right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact name. Beginner's guide to cricket rules in front of me right now, so we're getting there.
So I played it. It's on Xbox.
Okay.
On PlayStation, they have the game cricket till in 2022. I played it. Now 2023 just came out like a month ago.
Sometimes that's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
So when I'm on 2K, when I'm playing 2K every day, I just go through every single roster. You know, get to the point where running the GM, knowing the numbers on the salary cap, then you get to really advance and just picking plays in different offenses. It's like okay, like the Warriors do.
And that's the way to do it. That's the way I told people to play Madden. Go in and pick every, play through all 32 teams. And then you'll learn, obviously, different offenses, defenses you like to run. You get used to the passing mechanics, and you'll learn the passing mechanics. What's a bullet pass? What's a lob pass? What's a pass where you make sure the receiver is safe? You do that, and then also you find out how good you are. Because then if you could play with a team that's lower rated, they still win. Then if you play with a high rated team like the Chiefs or the 49ers or something, or you play with who's having Carolina Panthers.
I always pick the Bears, so that way if I lose, it's like, well, hey, come on, I'm playing with the Bears.
Yeah, so but then also it is, if you're winning with the Bears, you win with the Carolina Panthers, because right now they're struggling in real life, then that says a lot about your gameplay. So I tell people, hey, if you want to get good, just go through all 32 and see what your record is at the end of the 32 matches or games you play online or whatever. You play with friends, it don't matter. Just try to play with very good teams in the game and very bad teams and find out where you are.
Who do you normally roll with the Chiefs?
No, I roll with the Ravens.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ravens, Lamar Jackson. I like any team that has a mobile quarterback.
So you probably won't mind playing with the Bears. If you
No,
can
they
slightly
got
tweak
us
it
now.
just for a healthy Justin
Like
Fields.
online, yes. I'm
Yeah.
gonna win with the Bears because I'm gonna have a healthy Justin Fields, and then I got Herbert, and who else that
Still
running
got
back?
DJ Moore. You got
Yeah,
Julian.
I got they got a squad.
John Foreman, good run back.
Right, and I'm the coach. It's not Eberflus. I'm calling plays.
Yeah, I'd feel better.
All right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's he's struggling, but he's only what fourth year at it, maybe.
Yeah, it's I think it's
I know.
his third or fourth.
Yeah, I know he's been around the NFL, but when you become a head coach, it's a little different.
And it's not just him. I'll say that much about Eberflus. The fact that the Bears have had this problem for so long, they could be foolish to just put it on him. Like, it's done this cycle a million times.
It's upper management thing. No, I agree with you there, and that's what I told my wife and every Bear fan that I know. I said it starts at the top. It's been what 30 years since the 80s when that was obviously the Super Bowl then, and then
06 is the last time they got there.
and then it went
Colts.
This also lost. And then right now just kind of back and forth. When you have the coaching changes with coaching staff going in and out, that is not good at any level. Especially as we unfortunately have learned here by being Husker fans, it transitioning over the last 10 years. That hasn't been great for our fans, not great for the kids playing, because then it's hard for a culture to get built up. But now that's what Matt Rhule's doing a really good job at it. But for the Bears, that's where their program over there is just like is the what's the whole softball baseball movie Bad News Bears?
Yeah. It's exactly like that. I will say that's why I was happy. I know people were freaking out about the Donovan Raiola rehire. It's like, oh man, our offensive line, this, that, and that. And I'm like, I don't know what they look like if they're going to be any better if we just keep giving them a new line coach every 2 years. That's a lot to take in, especially in a group that has to play, solid together. It's a big team chemistry kind of spot.
Communication.
Yeah, you don't want that to be changing over year after year, and then blame the offensive line for not playing well.
You can't be mad.
They've been taught to do the same thing, but in 5 different ways.
Yeah, they're young adults too. You gotta remember that they're coming in 18, just turned 18, 19, 20. They leave out here, they might be 22 to 24 years old. And they're still growing.
Yeah. They get better, but I'm just not going to constantly bash them.
No, you can't. No.
And I think the fans I think we've gotten to a point where we understand that.
Yeah, it's understanding
all the coaching changes. It's like, okay, I can see how this happened.
For sure. I experienced like the fans, like you said, having an understanding when in my intro to sports media and mass communication class in the first month of the school year. It was a discussion question that I put online, and everybody can answer. You get easy 5 points, and it was basically nobody's wrong. It's just write your opinion, and it had a question about fans that are the hardcore fan. Are you? And it's not the hardcore fan. It's like the fans that are kind of like cheering and also booing the players on the field. And how do you feel about that? And what do you think? It was something else, something in the neighborhood. I'll look it up on break. Look at how do you feel when as long as you players go out there and play as hard as they can? What is your thoughts? And a lot of the kids in the class that wrote, in the discussion area was all very positive. Wasn't surprising, but it was like refreshing.
Yeah,
to see like the kids, because I got some of the football players. I got some soccer girls in there. I have few basketball players.
Yeah, I know you got Ramel Lloyd Jr.
Yeah,
I got to hear a little bit of that conversation.
Yeah, so to have all those athletes and then have the student body around them that are fans of all the sports, saying, look, as long as the players just play hard, regardless if they're winning or losing, because it was a question it was centered around what happens. Are you the fan, or would you support the team if they're not playing good? It's like, no, man. As long as they're giving 100% and still losing, I'm okay with that. That's what a lot of the responses were. It was refreshing to read that.
An interesting follow-up would be: do you still support the team if you don't trust the ownership management?
Yeah, that's the professional thing.
Yeah, that's when you get to the Bears. Yeah, of course I support the players. But
yeah, support the players because they're working hard in training camp. They're sweating. They're leaving their families for a month. And for NFL level, that's what's happening. College, you're already away from your mom and dad and brothers and sisters, but so you're on campus. And what Rule did, he went back to the old days where we were all in the dorms together, regardless if you were on campus or not. You had to be in dorms for at least a week. So even if you had an off-campus apartment for that first week to week and a half, you were in the dorms with all your guys,
offense, defense, special teams. Everybody was together.
And we saw that with Matt Rule this year.
Yep, and he did, and he went back to that, and that's when I talked about it earlier this year. I just was like, now it makes sense because that was gone, and that was us finding out everything about each other. You know, obviously the on the field stuff, being in the locker room, being on the practice field, being in the meeting room, but then obviously personal things, good and bad, and we find out if we know that we have teammates, and we know we have to kind of like them, but you find out, you know what? He's really cooler than what I thought. You know, he's not just a great athlete, you know, or a cool dude. But some of these dudes I played with, they didn't look human. They were huge. I was like, this is the biggest fullback. And like Jeff and Joe McAviga, we call them the Bun Brothers because their legs, their quads, and their butts were so big. We call them the Bun Brothers. So I'm just like,
I believe it.
This is my fullback. I'm like, oh my God, this don't even look like, it's like a steamroller.
That's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, very agile steamroller.
Yeah.
Very agile.
Jay always talks about it. You know, he's like, he used to not, you know, go to the weight room. I think it was like day one. Just seeing all the other Nebraska players big. I got some work to do.
Oh my God. I
remember
on my visit when I was in high school, my senior year, and I walked past the weight. They walked me past the weight room, and I saw Brendan Stye.
That's a sight.
On incline press, not bench.
Okay.
Incline, 545. That's 5 plates on each side. So you're talking about 10 plates. Repping it out, 4 or 5 reps.
That's incredible.
And I said, will he be here next year? They're like, no, he's a senior. I'm like, dang. I'm like, but I said, you know, I'm like, well, y'all always retool, you know, refill the bullet chamber really good with linemen, so I'm not worried about that. But oh my God, he's strong.
They were just different. We'd always used to quote them. We are our weight lifting shirts. We all had, you know, the gray, because that's what they do. They always have like their crew necks. I feel like those guys would put some layers on. And they'd always say, if the bar's not bending, you're just pretending. We just rolled with that.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and I want to say that came from the pie play, but it was a great line.
That is a good one. Yep, the bar ain't bending, then you tend. Oh yeah, that definitely, that bar was screaming.
Oh my God, it was more than bending. What'd you say, 425 on incline?
No, 545. Sorry, 545. So 5 plays on each side. It's a lot of weight.
That's incredible. What was your max on incline?
On incline, I was happy with 295.
I was going to say, that seems like an inhumane number.
Right. I'm like, this is not right. I'm like, he should not be able to. I was like, that was a bench press max.
I was puffing out my chest if I could get over 200. Like, I don't even know if I hit that bench press.
Right, yeah, I was struggling in high school. I thought my the bench was low. I didn't think my arms were big enough until I got here. And I remember one day, my sophomore year, during spring ball, I saw Coach Solich in the weight room. And I always teased him every now and then because he's just my coach and I love him. So I give him a hard time. He gives me a hard time too. But I'm like, I always tease him about his arms. I'm like, what are you doing in the weight room, coach? He's like, don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. I'm like, all right. So one day I called him. He was in the back. So we used to have that back part where all the dumbbells were there were dumbbells basically for buys and tries.
Right.
A whole rack from zero or not zero from I think 2.5 pounds was the lightest all the way to like 150-pound dumbbell. Two of them together. It was like crazy. So I called him back. I noticed, and I started noticing he was back there like twice a week. You know, working on his body. And he had big forearms like myself. So then it makes sense. I was like, okay, now it makes sense. A little dude back here repping it out. So he would go from the 5 all the way up to as far as he could go. You know, where all the
just
burn out, all the lactic acid builds up, and then go back all the way down to 5. He'll take a little break and then go back. And that's when I walked in on him. He told me that's his regimen. I'm like, I'm in. So I started doing it too. And yeah, it was a work. It was work, but it was worth it because then your buys, and it wasn't even lightweight. It was lightweight, really, when you think about it, but you're repping it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think 10 to 15 reps per set every time you touch the dumbbell. So it was pretty interesting. So
we'd always set up those burnouts. Those burnouts are the worst. Yeah. We'd always go, 5, 10, 15, pick easy weight, average weight, too heavy. Or not too heavy, but not enough where you're going to struggle to get it. And you go 5, 10. Or no, you do 5 on the heaviest, then you go 10, 15, and you just keep reversing. So by the time you're done, you're doing 15 reps of the heaviest, and then you just loop through again. Burnout's always good. Do you ever get to a point? I feel like when you're at that level of strength and conditioning, like if you show up to a hotel gym Are you even bothering with the equipment there?
If they have good stuff.
Okay.
But I've been in some hotel gyms. And I'm like,
Well,
really?
they max out at like 20 pounds.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, you telling me that all people that check in are weak with a 20, the heaviest you got in there is 20 pounds. You can do some stuff. Depends on the movement and the pace. If you go fast, you can make the 20 pounds where you could be. I can make 20 pounds kill you. I know workouts out and you take 15 minutes, 20 minutes with a 20-pound dumbbell or two of them. You'll be gassed. I know I could put myself through that.
Oh, I'm sure. If you do enough reps, I mean, that was always you just do just a bar.
Yeah.
Because you just do crazy amount of reps. But no matter how strong you are, you'll get to a point where it's like, I literally can't lift this.
Exactly.
45-pound bar.
Exactly. So it's just some of the hotels are stepping their game up. I'll say that. But a few I've been to, I was like, what is going on?
I feel like the fitness is kind of making its wake in this kind of new era.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a way bigger emphasis on nutrition is a big one. A lot of people are kind of opening up their eyes to nutrition, like all the foods that, this might not be good for me. But speaking on that, we do got a drink in front of me that I'm eager to try. Unless you want to save this for another segment.
I mean, how much we got till the next segment?
We got a few minutes if you want to tee it up, or we can just go break here.
Let's tee it up.
Okay. Yeah, break it down for me.
So we got one of our, I'll say, official sponsors for Nebraska Esports, and also the ticket here. It's called Sly. So it's Drink on the Sly. If you click, actually, if you are at Nebraska Esports right now, they're playing Penn State on Nebraska Esports channel. If you go in that chat right there, there is a link in there. You can click there. And if not, I'm going to spell it out for you. It's www.drinkontheslide.onelink. That's ONELINK.me. And then /U lowercase, the number 0 lowercase I 7 /UNL Esports. You could go there, and we have, like I said, our official first sponsorship. So it's a QR code on my sheet, but all sales, you could go buy their product, and that's why we have the 2 drinks out here, and they have more. They have like 4 or 5 flavors. All sales will occur at 15% commission for us as the Nebraska Esports. So please, if you're a Cornhusker fan, an esports fan, trying to support us, this is the first step. You can do that. Please go do that right now. Again, Drink on the Sly, .me.u01 I7 /UNL Esports.
Absolutely.
And check out the product. They got vanilla.
I know they got a lime one. I think I saw in there.
Yeah, my man Harrison has mango over there by him. He's gonna test it out.
Yeah, I'm curious because on mine I got brain and body relaxation. You got the chill on there, so I'm curious. We'll have to break that down.
Yeah, we'll break it down when we come back.
On kind of the inspiration of these drinks, where they came from, what the idea is behind them. Nonetheless, definitely go check it out. We'll have the QR code, I'm sure, here at the ticket as well. So show up. Yeah,
we'll copy this before I leave tonight. It's gonna be all over the window.
We'll just have a massive QR code on the window. You don't need to look at us, but
yeah.
Nonetheless, we'll get out of here. First break. We'll have more segments up left on the Ahman Green Show. Then we have the Don't Pun Hour with Mornay Pearsonell after him, and that'll wrap up Ticket Weeknights. We'll have some replays going for you all the way up until 11 o'clock, though. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GG Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GG Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gglandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. This is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Gary Michaels Clothiers celebrates 40 years of serving Nebraskans in the men's clothing industry. 40 years of some of the most memorable moments. In our way of thanking you for 40 years, we are offering a 40% discount on any single one item in the store. 40% off any suit, sport coat, slack, sport shirt, sweater, outerwear, or shoes. To receive your 40% off on one item, be there by November 11th. Gary Michaels, 40% off for 40 years, located at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
The Stars are back home on November 4th to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders at the Ice Box. It's the first visit for Cedar Rapids to the capital city since 2019, and it's also military night with a post-game jersey auction to follow. Lock in your seats today by heading to LincolnStars.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with menudelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
This is the Ahman Green Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's up? We are back talking about Drink on the Slide. So the easy thing you could do, check it out. Go to drinkontheslide.com. You go to the website. I'm on it right now, checking out. You can read, home. That's where you log in first, and then buy now, about Sly, and news stuff that is in the social media accounts that they have. They are everywhere. I'll go to the bottom of the page so I can see where they're at. They're at Facebook. They're at Twitter. They're at Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. Hit them up. As they say, hit us up. If you want to send an email, there is. And actually, if you go to the bottom left of the screen and hover with your mouse, it gives you a scan and enter to win a prize, probably some Sly, some of the merchandise. I've been wearing a hat, and today, of course, I lost it.
I was like, okay, yeah, you have been ripping the Sly hat.
You've been noticing, and now I can't find it.
The kind of cream white one.
Yeah, some invisible haters around here.
That's unfortunate. It was nice.
Snatch me. I'm about to leave the house. First, I was leaving my office because I wore it to school today, and I'm leaving my office. Can't find it. I walked into school with it. I went to class with it. I remember coming back to class because it was at the Ross Van Dant. Am I saying that right? Van.
I couldn't tell. I just knew my locations. I just knew where I needed to be.
The Ross building. I'll say the Ross Theater over there, across the street from the Johnny Carson Media Center or Johnny Carson building.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where's my beanie? I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I got the show tonight. I had another show I did earlier on Let's Go Football on Twitch. Good friend Graham Pooh Bear, who's a sponsor of kind of our competitor, but not in a bad way. It's competition. It's all love.
I mean, that's how you get the better product, right?
Yeah,
you need people to push you.
So my friend Graham Pooh Bear, he's sponsored by Red Bull. And so Sly is completely the opposite of Red Bull. So let me go into about Sly.
Yeah, let me grab mine real quick.
Yep. And so they got different flavors. They got mango, they got orange cream, vanilla. What I have with me here, tropical and berry is 2 different flavors. Orange cream, vanilla, tropical, and then berry, and then citrus. So they got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flavors. 6 flavors. And it's Boost. And if you look on the website, you're looking at it now, Boost, Chill, Dream. So it says play is essential. So talking about video game play. So play is essential part of life, whether it's digital, outdoor. So not just gaming. Digital, outdoor, exploring your world is fun, but can be tough to sustain. So with Boost and Chill and Dream, Sly is a smooth, refreshing, non-carbonated, great tasting, fun-inducing beverage line designed to help players focus, laugh, relax, and recover. We'll have to make that into a jingle one day.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Focus, laugh, relax, recover.
You can do it. If Pepto-Bismol could figure it out.
Yeah, Pepto.
It's definitely in the game for Sly.
Yeah, so by using natural energizers. So natural, that's what I love about it. Natural energizers and relaxers. Natural energizers and natural relaxers. Sly maximizes life's moments while ensuring you are ready for feel-good play no matter the time of day. So it got a little rhyme there at the end. So as you see, then you scroll back after that, you got the Boost flavors of berry and tropical. You have the chill flavors of mango and citrus. And you have the dream flavors of vanilla, which one I have, and orange cream. And I believe you have mango.
Yeah, I got mango in front of me.
Harrison there. So
it's good packaging, though. It's kind of cool. You go on the back here and it gives you the ingredients. I'll tell you, this combination, cognition, memory, and anti-stress. I'm only not reading the ingredients because I don't want to butcher them. And they're not like crazy or anything. But it's just
I can say some of them.
Yeah. What's the first one? So ashwagandha. Valerian. Yeah, that's gonna be cognition, memory.
Chamomile, magnesium, zinc, and honey, biotin.
Okay.
And then the first one at the top is melatonin, which helps you with sleep.
Yep. That's the one that you see frequently. Just anytime someone needs to go to sleep, you'll hear melatonin.
Yeah. So since I'm walking and talking now, I'll just relax. I won't.
Yeah, we'll get this right up to the mic. Get that. Ooh, that always sounds good.
Yeah, that's always a good sound.
It's been Thirsty Thursday in here. We've got a few good ASMR noises on the mics today.
There you go. That's definitely vanilla right there. Mango is one of my favorites too.
Oh, the mango's really good.
Yeah, see, I like the mango. I've had that several. That was the first case they sent to me. And so they sent me another case. And this is where I was looking at the box today, right before I drove over, and I saw the whole QR code. God dang. QR code and the website or the link to click, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is what we talked about. This is our old, support commission program. So when you go to that website, if you click the link that's at the Nebraska esports chat room right now, if you click in there, you could then go buy it, and then that's under our little tag to make sure we get 15% of the commission. So if you're supporting the esports program by simply going to buy a healthy drink that you can have for yourself. If you're a gamer, if you go hunt, you go fish, you're a Husker fan, you're in
for anything. It tastes pretty damn good.
Right.
I'll say my favorite part of this, and thank God when they made this decision, it's not carbonated.
Exactly.
There's so many drinks that I have, and they're supposed to be the healthier ones, and they still it tastes good enough as what it is. Like I don't see the reason to carbonate things all the time. This one isn't carbonated, and it shouldn't be. It tastes great.
Yeah, and not all the the long name additives or preservatives on here either. So good stuff. Stevia extract, which ain't the greatest, but it's good. It's better than most. Organic honey, organic natural flavors, and they kind of. I know some of the people that work here, so I'll say we got to work on that. But sometimes that is sometimes a.
That's when it gets hard. The challenge of manufacturing.
Right. It's some things you can avoid, but I'm pretty sure it's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Potassium sorbite, sodium boisite, and to preserve. See, a little bit of this one. When usually it's like 30 or 100.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like with a lot of these drinks, you always see the movies where it's like the inventor gets the idea and that's it. The real challenge is the manufacturing after. Because you got to make sure you can get it consistently out at a fair value for the customers. And it looks like Sly did a pretty damn good job. And it is always heartwarming to see water and honey being the number 1 and 2 ingredients.
Right.
Like that makes you feel good about what you're drinking.
Exactly. All the other stuff, the melatonin, the ashwagandha, the valerian, the chamomile, magnesium. Chamomile is one of my teas I drink right now, especially with the changeover from going from warm to cold, where you're just getting back because you got a little head cold last week or something to put you down for a day. So that's when everybody's immune system drops a little bit once the winter change, especially in these neighborhood where we're at, Nebraska and all the way up to Wisconsin. So this helps fight that because it helps you build your immune system, vitamin C, stuff like that, and that's something I'm high about all the time, making sure I'm staying on top of that stuff because I do not like when I have the sniffles.
Yeah,
do not like that. So
how much are you gonna get your esports kids to be drinking this stuff? Sounds like it's good for them.
No, yeah, I introduced it to them back in the spring, so that's when this conversation started with Sly.
Oh, so you had this ball rolling for a while now.
For a while, we met at an expo that myself and Alan Eno, that is part of our production. He's our production director for the esports program and for J School. He does a lot of stuff. He teaches a few classes and he's awesome. He knows so many things about running production equipment, different cameras, and the angles you could use them, and the fun things you could do with them in producing content. And so myself and Alan went out to Boston, and we went to, it's kind of like a esports director and coaches little convention panel get together where we talk about best practices back in March. And myself, I've been to plenty. Alan, this was kind of his first one, going through, seeing the esports panel, talking to other esports minded coaches and directors. And he's a gamer himself, but he'd never been in this part of a convention. So for him, very eye opening and very like, oh man, this is like cool. Like this is awesome. And knowing what he knows, he's actually further ahead than he probably thought. And I told him that all the time, like you're the boss with production, bro. Like you can produce movies and you make movies. That's part of your class. You script out stuff, and then from the equipment side, he brings in and teaches the students how to use big movie grade cameras and audio and all that stuff. So him helping us out, him out there with me, we met up. Actually, we walked past Todd Chess, who is the one of the CEOs of this company, and we didn't even know it. We bumped shoulders, probably didn't even know. But then like a week later, Todd calls me, or Tom, Dr. Tom calls me and said, hey, yeah, I got your number from Eric. And Eric was a friend of mine I work with on some other investments. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, what did he give you my number? He said, about a week ago, yeah, I was out in Boston at the so-and-so convention. I'm like, we were there too. I'm like, dude, we literally probably just bumped shoulders, didn't even realize face to face who one another was, He's like, we probably did that. We just laughed about that for like 5 minutes. And then we got to talking, and he told me, he sent, I went to the website while we were talking, and he showed me this way. And so I'm reading, and I'm like, yes, this is great. I have nothing against Red Bull, nothing against energy drinks, because for some, they like it. They enjoy it, right?
Yeah, and you always talk about there's a way to have a healthy balance.
Exactly. You got to have a healthy balance. And so, but this is now another product that's on that shelf now that's going to be probably right next to Red Bull when it gets in stores, because it's all in these similar cans, right? Similar look. And that they started all with the branding and stuff, and the story behind it is really fantastic. What him and his wife did, Dr. Amy, they're both obstetricianists. I had her, so I talked to Tom for a while. We're negotiating, we're doing business, and I said, Dr. Tom, can you come on my I do a gamers podcast, and this is for gamers, right? And he's like, yeah. So I think he was traveling, so he's like, you know what, my wife could come. I'm traveling. I got stuff to do. And she could come on. I'm like, great. So got her on there. And this is like March, April when we had her on the show. And great story. You know, Dr. Tom told me the story. She reiterated basically what they did was during the trial testing of this, they basically, because this was for a certain community, right? And that community is gamers of all backgrounds. And so they got some of the most popular and maybe some unknown streamers out there.
Some up and comers, possibly.
Exactly. So they're located in Arizona, and I believe they did this not far from their home, and they went to LA and did it, the trial test of flavors. So when they created the mango flavor, the flavors that you see on the website, they basically asked all the streamers, hey, they're in this lab where it has all the potential flavors of what slide is going to be, and they have them all in their little vials, and you got to mix and taste and see which one you want. And so they let you go in there, you pick. You're picking the flavors.
That's cool.
You know, that was what behind it. It wasn't, you know, him and his wife and other doctors in there. No, this is for the people. We're making this, so we need you to go pick out the flavors because this is for everybody that lives in your neighborhood, that are the gamers that breathe and
your
sleep.
demographic.
Yeah, this is your demographic that this is going to be for. So we want you to go pick it, and that's what they did. And it took about 6-7 hours because obviously once you got to formulate it, you got to do some certain things, but it took some time. And he said it was the biggest smile that was on him and his wife's face, seeing their interaction, but then also their reaction to, we get to pick the flavors.
Yeah, I think that'd be sweet.
Like, we don't own this company and you're letting us do this. And they're like, yeah, this is what we want to set the trend of doing things with, you know, for the gaming community, because it's a young community. It's always going to be a young community, regardless how long it's going to be around. It's going to be around for a long time, but the community itself, nucleus, is going to be between ages, let's just say 10 all the way to like 18. That's going to be the main where all your decision making will be off of, because those are the ones that are going to be, even though they're young, they're going to probably have the money to buy certain things.
Yeah.
And buying a case of this is not going to be much. Let me see what that price is real quick.
Yeah. And again, I will say it's cool that they picked out the flavors, because they definitely knocked it out of the park. I only tried the mango one so far, but that one is incredible. And honestly, for you, I'm curious what your excitement is, just because this is right up your ballpark.
Yeah.
You know, everything you kind of talk about, Sly fits exactly that.
It is hitting my wheelhouse, and mango, for one, is my favorite color. So our favorite flavor. But yeah, we're gonna have to fight over that one. But yeah, you go buy a 12-pack. You go buy a 4-pack. Let's see, what's the 12-pack? Let's go 12-pack with shipping and handling is $45, and some, you know, shipping and handling on top of that. And then citrus and mango is the chill, and then so on and so forth with the other flavors here. So
with 15% going to Nebraska,
and 15% of that going to Nebraska Esports is the beautiful thing. That means, you know, once a month, every other month you buy. I'm gonna definitely do it. I want to donate, do my job as a coach to get this thing started. Now I'm gonna support it by, you know, buying me a couple cases every now and then, and hey, bring them to the show. You know, if we got Walker passers by the show, might get a bottle or not a bottle, a can of Sly. If you come in and check us out, that's what we can do. There we go.
It's a great purchase,
nice
too,
little
because
promotion.
you can market this, and people are always curious, you know, how they can support in the NIL department. A lot of people think like, man, I don't know, but do I got to write like big 6-figure checks? Like you know, basketball team, it's buying jerseys.
Right.
For esports, as simple as buying a drink. And now you don't got to be worried like, oh man, I just bought a bunch of sugary drinks for my whole family.
It's
good.
The sugar
it's
content.
good for you.
Sugar content.
I think it's only 2 grams.
Where is it? Yeah,
they
you're
got
right.
Oh
my God,
it's incredible.
Yeah,
low.
I couldn't find it. It's so small. It's a single digit. And yes, so 2 grams of sugar is perfect.
That's hard to find.
It's hard to find,
especially when it tastes
obviously good. When it tastes good. Yeah, I got vanilla over there and over here, and it tastes great.
Yeah, I'm going to work on this right here. We'll have to go ahead and throw it to break, but we'll go one more time for those who are curious. How can they get there? What's that URL code?
So that URL code is, well, I'm gonna put, where's the camera at? I'll put that up there.
Yeah, if you put that up right there, a little lower, just for anyone, right there's perfect. We'll give it about 5 seconds there. But again, we got to throw it to break here. This is the Ahman Green Show. I'm Harrison running the 1s and 2s. Check out Sly, scan the VR code that Ahman Green's holding up right now. We'll throw it to break and catch you guys on the other side.
The Stars are back home on November 4th to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders at the Icebox. It's the first visit for Cedar Rapids to the capital city since 2019. And it's also military night with a post-game jersey auction to follow. Lock in your seats today by heading to LincolnStars.com.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with menudelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Gary Michaels Clothiers celebrates 40 years of serving Nebraskans in the men's clothing industry. 40 years of some of the most memorable moments. In our way of thanking you for 40 years, we are offering a 40% discount on any single one item in the store. 40% off any suit, sport coat, slack, sports shirt, sweater, outerwear, or shoes. To receive your 40% off on one item, be there by November 11th. Gary Michaels, 40% off for 40 years, located at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Bure's Cheese Spread, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Chances are you're a busy person. Chances are you'd rather not drive down to Beatrice for your favorite desserts. Chances are you'd really benefit from a Lincoln location for all of your fruitcake, liqueur cake, and breakfast bread needs. Insert Beatrice Bakery in downtown Lincoln, 1040 O Street, the new 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Just grab a cake out of the cooler, pay at the counter, and you're headed home with the delicious, fruity, nutty, decadent treat of your choice. Beatrice Bakery, online at beatricebakery.com or now in downtown Lincoln at 1040 O Street.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
This is the Ahman Green Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticket.fm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Ahman Green Show. Now, some good off-air topics, talking about nutrition and all the good and bad of it all. But
oh my God!
On the bright side, you are part of Sly, who has a healthy option. We know it's healthy.
Yes,
you've been involved in that process, kind of getting to experience it early on. So, when did this idea? You talked about spring. When did it really start coming into play? Like, okay, this is going to happen. And because you're unveiling it, when did you actually unveil it?
We like to the players. I introduced it in probably like April.
Okay.
Then by the end of May, because Dr. Tom was like he is now, he is literally jet setting all over the U.S. Showing his product.
So it's really rolling out.
Like he's hitting all these different little commercial licensing fairs, conventions, get the name out there, get the word out there. I'm behind the 8 ball. I gotta turn in like a blog about why I'm doing what I'm doing, coaching and teaching, and how that connects to the gaming world and how I'm making change through that. And that's what Sly, their whole narrative is. They're trying to show gamers in a different light, that they're healthy, because that was those stigmatism, right? Is that the gamer overweight, sitting in his mom and dad's basement, eating a bag of Cheetos, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Gatorade, nothing good. I mean, not Gatorade, but Sprite, Mountain Dew, all that, Pepsi, stuff like that. And so they want to change what the old stigma is, take it away from one. And so that's what was their motivation. And then number two was their kids. They have 2 daughters. One's around 17, 18, the other one's around like 14, 15. And both girls love playing video games. They love playing, I believe it's Overwatch and a few Super Smash Brothers. And they were watching them, and they went actually to the point where the daughters like, Mom, Dad, can we go watch a Fortnite tournament? And they went up going to the Fortnite Worlds in Los Angeles.
Oh, cool. So is that kind of like when they really started getting
and they saw, being parents, of course, you see what your kids are into. You're like, wow, what can I do to make sure they process this as good, to make sure they can come out like good human beings on the back end of it? Because once you go into something, you start loving it, then you don't go into it the right way, you're either obsessing about it or it takes over your life in a way where you can't do nothing else. So they made sure of that process for their daughters, that they got into it. They learned how to take breaks from the screen. So they did all their research, because they're doctors. They're eye doctors already. So they did all the research, the science behind gaming. Why is it a thing now and growing, and why young kids are into it? So they did all that homework, along with bringing, like I said, how they tasted the flavors with the actual streamers. So they made sure they did their hard work, and they're just not doing this for no big money cash. They're just doing it because they want to help the gaming community get better and grow stronger. So parents that are where they were, where they didn't know much about it, then they hear about stuff like Sly and what the Sly company and what we're doing. I'm an ambassador of Sly now, where we want to promote good health. We want to promote good gaming and teaching kids that there is a such thing as screen time. That's too much screen time. 2 hours is enough. Then take a break, go outside. I know it's the Midwest, and now we're going to start getting cold, but go read a book, go watch TV, socialize with your family, with your brother, sister, mom, dad. So do different things. But then eventually, we know you're a gamer at the end of the day, but then, but know how to take your time doing that too. That's what also things that, like I said, with my blog, I got to write for the kind of the launch of the website and other things that are coming down the line. I'm one of many. I believe Marquez Hollywood Brown, that used to play for the Ravens.
Yeah,
he's also an ambassador and I believe investor as well. So he plays for the Arizona Cardinals now. So me and him are planning a stream event where we're going to play against each other, play some
Nice.
Madden. Obviously with the product, but just to get the word out there so people know what we're about.
That's good matching. Hollywood Brown's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta see what he's
got some funny
like.
press conference moments.
That's what I've heard.
Mhm.
That's what Tom said actually during the summer when they did an event in LA, and he's like, man, I know he's young, but he still got to learn this, that, and he said something at this press conference. I was like, what? I was like, what happened?
Yeah,
he didn't go into it, but I remember him mentioning it.
He's funny though. No, but it's super cool. At this point, do you think you'd be where you are right here with Slides? Like, at one point, do you like want to kind of get into this world of like, you know what, I actually want to get behind this and promote a drink? Like, is this ever in your thoughts?
No, I mean, nothing like on my goal sheet. Like, I want to get with a beverage company to do this. No, I just want to get with people, regardless of what they're doing, to be behind what I'm doing as an esports coach. When I'm directing, when I'm building young adults, not only in the gaming side, but I'm preparing them for life. Teaching them the jobs, opportunities that are there. So if a company like this is there, it just so happens to be we're on the same page on everything.
Just a perfect match.
It was a perfect match right from our first conversation. From everything that he mentioned, Dr. Tom mentioned to me, I was like, you're pretty much reading my brain right now of what I like, don't like, what I enjoy doing, what I don't enjoy doing about gaming, about being in the industry, about where I was, being a player, what I was successful at, and how I became successful from the hard work, dedication, just like him and his wife both became eye doctors, through the hard work and ethic, but then also caring for people and wanting them to be happy and healthy and able to do things, not just play video games, but walk and talk and meet other people and socialize and network and all that stuff to grow a community to where there's a part of the gaming world where people start to understand it's not just a lot of kids gaming. There's a whole community of parents that want to make sure if they have kids and they're gamers, they want them to be happy and healthy and be able to do what they love to do. And if it's gaming, but then maybe coaching or maybe designing some cool video game or a headset or a controller or something like that, that's all part of our space. And it's job opportunities, hand over hand for that.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's super cool, and it's a great drink. Slide, definitely check it out. Again, 15% of those purchases. Probably the best way to do it, you go to the Esports Nebraska website. They got that URL there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure this week. I say by next week we're gonna have this all over campus. That's my goal here. To have this QR code, because that's what we do now, right? We just got our cell phones, put the camera to it. Boom,
yeah, I don't know what Super Bowl ad it was, but they really broke the game. Because I remember it was last year's Super Bowl. Someone put just like a QR code. That's it. It's a $1 million ad.
Exactly.
And they killed it. Now that's the world we live in.
And before I get out of here tonight, we're going to copy this for it's here in the studio and then plaster it everywhere and have all that good fun. But also, before I get out of here, before we head off of the show, Nebraska Esports right now is live on Nebraska Esports on Twitch channel, and we're playing Penn State in Valorant right now, and we're having a pretty close match right now. It's 11-9. Penn State has a 2-game lead, but I've seen that switch up real fast, and it's only game 1, so this is a best of 5, I believe. So this is going to be on for another hour or so. So check out Nebraska Esports at twitch.tv/Nebraska Esports, and then if you jump in the chat, you will see the Drink on the Slide link in there that you can click, purchase some Slide, and then help support Nebraska Esports. So there you go.
Oh, perfect. You got one bird, two stones. You can go check out Nebraska Esports, check out Slide Drink. Again, can't stress that enough. 15% of that will go to Nebraska Esports. Support those guys as Ahman Green continues to kind of build that space up for the esports program here at Nebraska. That's going to do it for us, though. This is the Ahman Green Show. Don't Pawn Hour with the Mornay Pearsonell up next.